So let's get started by finding a comfortable position on our back. We'll start laying flat on the back in our Shavasana position, going with that sense of ease right from the beginning of class. So there's a few options with the hands, palms up, palms down. The variation I'm going to use for today is one palm on the belly, one palm on the heart, in the center of the chest, just so that I can connect a little bit deeper with myself, with my body, feeling the breath in the belly and in the chest. So find whatever variation is calling to you today. Start to just relax. Arrive on your mat, and we'll do a few different breathing exercises to start our class. So at first, let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. So everyone together, exhale everything out. Big inhale through the nose, filling all the way up. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Another big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Last one, biggest breath yet, in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Seal the lips, continue breathing in and out through the nose. Finding a sense of ease, of relaxation. And this is just a gentle reminder. Listen to your body, pay attention to what it's telling you. If you feel any pain or pinching sensations in your joints in any position, just back off. It's all about treating ourselves well today, taking care of ourselves. No need to push yourself any further or deeper than what is comfortable. Same thing goes with the breath. So you're breathing in and out through the nose now. I'm going to cue some longer, deeper breaths. But just keep that sense of ease. And if you cannot keep up with the cadence that I'm cueing, then no worries at all. Yoga is meant to be an individual practice, so go at your own pace and release if you want to. No straining with the breath. So with that being said, make sure the lips are sealed. We'll breathe in and out through the nose, and we'll see if we can get a little bit of that Ujjayi breath, that gentle snoring sound in the back of the throat as you breathe. And this just helps you to control the length of the breath. So exhale everything out. Then big, deep, slow inhale. And exhale through the nose. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Keep going on your own, a few more deep breaths. See if you can keep that slow, steady pace in and out through the nose. Let's find a tree pose while we're laying on our back here. So bend the right leg, bringing the bottom of the right foot somewhere to the inside of the left leg, letting the right knee fall open. Continuing that breathing pattern, slow and steady throughout class, full breaths. Option 2, bring the arms into cactus position, opening through the chest. So we're opening out through the right hip, the right knee is just gently falling towards the right side, towards the floor on the right side. Doesn't matter how deep we're going here, it just matters that you feel a little bit of a sensation. Arms are open wide in order to open through the chest. Breath is slow, strong, steady. Gently lift that right knee to come out of the reclining tree pose, and we'll bring the right knee in, grabbing hold of the right knee, squeezing it towards the right shoulder. Again, keeping the breath slow and steady, sense of ease in and out through the nose. When you're ready, bringing that knee across the body over to the left side, keeping the right shoulder pinned to the floor, reaching out with the right arm. You can feel free to gaze over at the right hand, keeping the breath going. On your inhale, coming back, slowly releasing, right leg goes long. And let's find our tree pose on the other side. So bending the left knee, left foot comes to the inside of the right leg. Again, option to open the arms up in a T or goal post, cactus position. With each breath, you're going a little bit deeper into yourself, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more focused. Gently releasing the left leg, bending the left leg to bring the left knee in towards the left shoulder, giving it a squeeze, and a few more rounds of deep breathing here. With each exhale, you're just squeezing that left knee towards your left shoulder a little bit deeper. And then when you're ready, we'll find that supine twist. So guiding the left knee over to the right, left arm goes out wide. Maybe gazing at the left fingertips and remembering to keep the left shoulder on the floor. It's okay if the left knee is hovering far away from the floor. No worries. Gently release. We'll bend both knees, bringing both knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a big hug or squeeze. And then we'll slowly take a few rocks, rocking up and down the spine. And then when you're ready, coming up to a seated cross-legged position. So get comfortable with your legs crossed. Find length in the spine, length through the back of the neck. So maybe just gently tucking the chin just a little bit. Let's bring the hands to heart center. And as you inhale, arms open up wide, coming overhead. And as you exhale, drop the hands into prayer position at the heart center. Let's flow through that a few times. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twice more. Hands through heart center on the exhale, and let's pause here. Take a moment to yourself now, setting your intention for this practice. You can gently blink open the eyes. And let's find a seated cat-cow. So you can bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, arching the back, looking up. And as you exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, arching, looking up. Exhale, rounding. Once more. Coming back to that neutral spine. Let's place the left palm down on the floor. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over, finding a side bend. And we'll stay here for a couple rounds of breath. Opening your chest towards the front. Reaching over with the right arm. Keeping that sense of ease and just noticing the sensations on the right side of your body. And then on an inhale, coming back to center, right palm comes down, and then we'll find a side bend on the other side. So left arm reaches up and over. Your powerful, slow breath is still evenly coming in and out through the nose. You're really tuning in, going inward, tapping into the sensations in your body with each stretch, with each movement, with each breath. Inhale, coming back to the center. And then let's find our way slowly into tabletop position, so on the hands and knees, and we'll be here for just a moment to do a few cat-cows. So stack your shoulders right over your wrists and your hips right over your knees. On an inhale, arching your back, looking up. And as you exhale, round your spine, maybe gazing towards your belly button. Inhale, arching the back. Exhale to round. Flow through that a few times on your own. Coming back to a neutral spine, neutral tabletop. Step the right foot outside of the right hand, and on an inhale, we'll come up, lifting the chest, finding our low lunge. So a few options here. You can bring your hands to prayer at heart center. You can open the arms nice and wide. Just play with this, breathing deeply, feeling where you feel it in your body, in your hip, the front of the left hip. So you can find a little bit of a back bend if that feels good. If you feel any tension in your lower back, then just skip the back bend for now. And we'll gently release. Left palm comes down. Inhale, right arm reaches up, forward and back. And then bend the left knee, bringing that heel in towards your glutes. Grab hold of your foot with your right hand if the foot is available. If you can't quite reach, you can find any variation. You can just hold hovering the foot up there without grabbing it, or you can lower the foot back down if that's more comfortable and just kind of look over that right shoulder, noticing how that feels in your left hip. But if you're grabbing hold of the foot, just gently pulling the heel in towards your glutes, maybe gazing over the right shoulder, breathing deep, feeling the sensations in the left hip and anywhere else you may feel this in your body. Gently, slowly releasing that foot back down. We'll bring both palms back down onto the mat. Right leg steps back, so we're back in our tabletop. And then the left foot will step up to the left side of the mat, outside of the hands. And on an inhale, coming up, finding our low lunge on this side. So again, multiple options with the hands. Just prayer pose is fine. Arms out wide. Maybe a little back bend if that feels good for you. I encourage you to approach your yoga asana practice as a series of experiments. So we're just experimenting. We're seeing what feels good, what doesn't. We're seeing what our range of motion is, where we feel weak or tight. So just tune in. Let go of any expectations and just observe your body, your breath, your mind in each of these positions. We'll gently release out of that low lunge. The right palm can come down onto the mat. As you inhale, the left arm reaches forward, up and back. And then again, same thing. You can choose to kick that right heel in towards your glute. If it's available, if you can reach, go ahead and grab hold of the foot and then pull the heel in towards the glute as you gaze over your left shoulder and continue breathing. If you can't grab the foot, again, same options apply on this side. So just find what works for you. And then slowly, gently releasing that foot back down to the mat. Both palms come down to the mat. Walk your left foot back out to the left edge of the mat. And instead of going back to tabletop, we'll instead step the right foot up to the right edge. And then find our malasana, our yoga squat. So you can bring your hands to heart center in prayer position, using your elbows to open through your knees. But if that's too intense, then you don't have to do that. You can always elevate your heels if you can't come down this far. So maybe putting a book under your heels, or maybe rolling up your mat behind you so get a little extra cushion under your heels. This can help give you a little extra depth in your squat. Just find the version of the squat that works for you. Wherever you are with this, see if you can lengthen your spine, lengthening the back of your neck. Keeping that breath going. Slow, steady waves of breath crashing through the body, through the mind. When you're ready to release, you can bring the palms on the mat behind you, slowly lowering down for a seated position. And we'll bring the legs nice and wide. So spread your legs out as wide as feels comfortable for you. On an inhale, we'll reach both arms up. And on an exhale, folding forward. So if you can get your chest all the way to the ground, awesome. Good for you. Just relax in that position. And if you're like me, where your mobility is a little bit restricted in this position and you're really far away from the ground, then no worries. Again, no expectations. We're just working with what we have, with what our bodies can do in each position. So if you focus on the breath here, going slow, breathing slow and deep, maybe feel your lungs expanding in your back and in your sides. On each inhale, you may be able to feel yourself reaching a little bit forward, so lengthening on the inhales, and then folding a little deeper with each exhale. When you're ready, slowly start to release, walking the hands back, slowly pushing yourself back up. Let's bring the legs together. We'll roll onto the back. Bring the feet flat on the floor, knees are bent, and we'll cross the right ankle over the left knee, and we'll set up for our reclined pigeon pose or figure 4. So if your hips are really tight and you feel it just from crossing that ankle over, you can just chill right here. This is a great position. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can reach through, grabbing hold of your left knee or your shin or maybe your hamstring. Make sure to flex the toes of your right foot so that those toes are pointing back towards your right knee. Slowly lower your head and shoulders down onto the mat. And then gently pull that left knee and your right shin down towards your chest. Just breathe and be here in this position. Again, noticing this experiment and how this feels. And then on your next exhale, gently releasing, and we'll do the same thing on the other side, so left ankle can cross over the right knee. And again, finding the variation that works for you. You can stay here, or you could reach through, grabbing hold of the the right leg somewhere, flexing the toes of the left foot, lowering the head and shoulder back to the mat, and then gently pulling your knee and shin down towards your chest. On an exhale, slowly, gently releasing. And let's come all the way onto the back, finding your Shavasana position. So legs can come out wide. Again, any option you want to take with the arms is totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and bring my hand to my belly and the other hand to the chest and heart center. I'm going to guide you through a few more deep breaths Again, don't strain, so you can just breathe deeply at your own pace if that works better for you. Exhale everything out. And then inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, filling all the way up, feeling your ribs expanding, your belly expanding. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more all together. Inhale. And exhale. You can release control of your breath. Just check in with yourself. Tap in to your awareness. I'm going to leave you here in your Shavasana. I suggest you stay here for at least a few minutes, just absorbing this practice. May we open to awareness for the benefit of all beings. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I hope to see you again on the mat very soon.